So it has to come from them. In fact, the more you even again encourage them to go do something else, this is actually what's going to help them maybe to go through their transformation. You have to almost kind of like, I don't want you, don't be here. Because if they truly, again, are supposed to fulfill the role that they are supposed to fulfill, they have to see so clearly beyond anything that society has programmed them. Society might have programmed them to make certain choices. Everything calculated them into this point. And whether they actually going to wake up and rise above this calculated version where we can already predict everything that's going to happen in this person's life, you know, so to say, this is a dead-end path. Like if they were to actually rise, you know, in that consciousness, it has to come from them. Like they are alone on this journey. Hi Scorpios, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing your weekly first week of 2024. So which is if you're Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Before we get started, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, this is going to be up to the point Scorpio reading. We'll see the energies that comes through. I'm going to go focus right away on Sierra. And if you're watching this before January 7, you can still, this is the last chance to register for my Scorpio special webinar on January 7, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time via Zoom. So this is where we're going to discuss this year, month by month, you know, the year ahead. First week of January actually is perfect to plan, you know, and to really like look into what the year ahead holds for us. So if you want to register, a link to that is going to be in the description box. All the private readings, information, description box as well. And anyway, guys, let's go right into it. I want to go like right into it today. It's going to be very up to the point reading. Let's see what's the energies we are connecting with first week of January. Happy New Year, guys. I wish New Year will bring you all the best things, all your dreams coming true. This is truly going to be a very good year for a lot of Scorpios. So let's see. First card, ooh, Justice. So I feel like the first week of January for a lot of you guys is going to be about making some decisions. So it could be like, you know, first week of the year. This is where we are kind of planning the year ahead. And I do recommend you guys to plan the year ahead literally in this first week of January. I'll explain why. First of all, you know, normally we kind of plan the year ahead in December, right? But this December we had Mercury retrograde, Jupiter was still retrograde, stationed in direct. And the first week of January, it's almost like it just feels right, you know, partially why I didn't mind also to put the date for my webinar for January 7, because I felt like, you know, it's best in December. There is still certain confusion, certain chaos, but it is really the first week of January where for a lot of us there is this focus and mental clarity. So that's what I feel like for a lot of you, there's going to be some decisions made, and you might actually, you know, because again, Mercury is direct, Jupiter is direct, and you have this like more balanced, I want to say, approach, like more clarity in terms of, you know, what are you choosing for your life? With the Six of Swords, I do feel like, you know, you're leaving the past behind, whatever it is, you know, it could literally represent just on a more, you know, basic level, something like, you know, living whatever happened, you know, live whatever happened in 2023 and 2023, and you're just, you know, you're on a journey here. Now we are going to start the year, right? I already said in a different video that we are going to start the year with the new moon of Capricorn, right? So it's going to be on January 11th. I do feel like there is a sense, there is this energy where, you know, for a lot of you, there is just a lot more focus, a lot more clarity right now. Let me take one more card. Also, I'm seeing, and look at this, Queen of Wands. Yeah, and for a lot of you, you are getting your spark back. You really feel fired up. You feel like this is the time for you to really, you know, to really reclaim your spot. I don't know what it means. It could be just literally you just feel like at work, let's just say, you want to, you know, really start expressing yourself more. Or maybe, you know, for some of you, I'm seeing you're starting to date, you know, like those of you who are single especially. I would recommend also to think about rebranding yourself in the first week also of January. Those of you who, if you like really feel that maybe a different brand, different personal brand, different way of doing things could help you reach your goals, this might be, you know, the way forward. I see some of you are really embracing a style which draws a lot of attention. Now, it could be different things. You could literally go for this very classic style and it could draw a lot of attention to you. Like you could appear more sophisticated. It could be different things. Maybe it's something that expresses your own personal individuality in some way. But I feel like really advice for you for the first week of January, start slowly but surely coming out of the shadows, so to say. Because I do feel like here with the Six of Swords especially, you have been sort of like, you know, maybe more in this, what do you call it, planning mode for a while. And I'm also feeling like a lot of people are attracted to you, very, very attracted to you. What else I was gonna say here? So there is this energy just in general. Oh yeah, Venus just literally as I'm recording this just shifted into Sagittarius, where it's gonna be in the first week of January as well. So I do feel like there is a sense here where things that feel way, way, way lighter. You feel more optimistic right now. You feel more hopeful right now. You just feel like, you know what? Things are not so bad. For a lot of you, there is a different perspective, once again, different awareness, where you might look at something and be like, listen, even if some connection in the past maybe did not pan out the way I want, because of this connection, I see very clearly what is it I want, what is it I like, what is it I don't like. So maybe there was like, it could be something else, but I just feel like there is, especially in matters of love, like happiness. You see something in a different light than before. You might have, especially when Venus was in Scorpio, you might have really felt like a lot of pain has come to the surface. You might have felt very like unhappy even. But now I do feel like things are shifting to a space where you are like, okay, I know what is it I want for myself. I see a very clear vision for what I want to experience in a relationship. And, you know, whoever will show me, like when I meet a person and when they will show me that they match my boxes, I will give my heart to them. So it's almost like you know that you're going to get what you want. That's why you don't stress. It's almost like, you know, if somebody doesn't show you basically that, doesn't demonstrate you that they are a good match for you by their actions, it's their loss, it's not your loss. That kind of thing, very, very confident thinking. All right. And this is, by the way, for all of you who especially want to be a priority in a relationship, want to be treated a certain way, you have to give it to yourself by like really, okay, these are my rules, these are my boundaries. You meet me here. You prioritize this, you know, to actually show up in the way that I want you to show up, or, you know, this opportunity will be given to someone else. There is this, you're not really like begging to be prioritized. You are not asking anyone for anything. It's like there is this opportunity, while for a lot of you guys who are single or who are not really in a relationship that you want to be, there is this opportunity, and whoever, you know, is smart enough basically to not miss it, this is who will be lucky enough to have you. That's how you think of yourself, which I feel like is going to help. Now, let me see, which tarot should we use today? I thought I was going to use this one, but I'm not really feeling it. Okay, let's use this one actually. First row is going to be you, second row is going to be a person you are connecting with. Let's see. Okay, we have here 9 of Earth. You are showing up as 9 of Pentacles. We have 8 of Pentacles. We have 3 of Pentacles. We have the Moon. We have here patience. Although I don't feel like Scorpio is being patient with anyone, to be honest. Let's see, second row person you're connecting with. 5 cards today. Ace of Water. We have the Tower. Ooh. We have here love. We have here 10 of Fire, 10 of Wands, one more. And we have here Ace of Fire. Ooh, somebody has huts for you. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let me just put all the cards in a frame. Let's see, bottom of the deck, we have 6 of Cups. So there is a person, there's different people, I feel like, who are reaching out, who are approaching you. With the 6 of Cups, there are people missing you. Now, I do feel like you are not really giving anyone, to be honest, like looking at your first row, you are not giving anyone much of your attention. I feel like you are starting the year, you're starting 2024, is fully dedicating yourself, to your vision, to your mission, to your 9 of Pentacles, what I said before about rebranding. Just in general, you know, 9 of Pentacles is this energy where you are dress nice, you eat good food, you're enjoying your life, you're focused on your projects, you're focused on elevating yourself higher and higher in life. With the 8 of fire to 3 of earth, what I'm seeing here, it's 8 of wands to 3 of pentacles. It's like you have a lot of ideas right now about what you want to build, what you want to experience this year. And with the moon to the patience card, I do feel like you are not rushing into the things you want to build and you want to create this year, but you're like, you're taking your time. Patience card here reveals, like with the moon card, honoring your cycles. So actually, if you do feel like the first week of the year you want to start with just maybe chilling out a little bit more, just maybe contemplating, like brainstorming things, and not like, how on January 1st, right, everybody's at the gym, right? If this is not working for your own personal cycles, you are not pushing yourself to do something just, because everyone is doing that. I feel like the key here to success is to honor your own cycle and what your body, what your spirit is telling you to do. Because you are aligning yourself with a major success, much bigger success, I feel like, that you had before. And again, it starts with some changes, maybe in your project, maybe some rebranding, maybe, I don't know, you are like really claiming your spot, I'm seeing, like, so yeah, it's like your things are looking good. Now you do have someone here you are connecting with in a second row who, with ace of, especially water to ace of fire, is like falling in love with you all over again. There is a person with a love card who is madly in love with you. Now, something that I want to say for the year 2024, since we're moving to a new year, we moved to new year successfully here, right? I'm not going to be saying so much, is this the past person or is this the new person? Because this is just the energy I'm seeing, and for different people here, it could resonate in different ways. This is the person I'm seeing. For someone, for some of you, it's someone you already know. For some of you, it's somebody who is more relatively new. I'm just getting here the energy that there is a person with love card who is deeply in love with you. With the Tower card, I do feel like it's almost, maybe somebody is, if it's new, someone who catches feelings for you all of a sudden, like they are mind blown how fast they fall in love with you. If it's somebody you already know, I feel like it's almost like they fall in love with you all over again. So it's like, it's renewed. So like you had this passion with this person, and now again you are feeling this like it just started. And I do feel like here with the ace of water and ace of fire, they have a lot of love, a lot of passion towards you. But with the 10 of wands, I am getting that like you are going to really assess them based on their actions and not based on their words. Because this is where I do feel like this is why you're more focused, more prioritizing of yourself right now, because feelings are great, right? But you want to see what this person actually wants to do, right? Not wants to do, but what this person actually does. What this person actually does. Keyword actually does, not wants to do, right? Because there is a big difference, right? Between wanting to fight for the connection versus actually showing up and fighting for the connection. There is a big difference between somebody who wants to give you the world versus them actually making the necessary sacrifices to be with you, them actually giving you whatever it is they have, to be with you. If someone wants to give you the world, but they are doing something else somewhere else or not doing much at all, it's useless, right? Scorpios do have Taurus in the 7th house of partnership, so they do want to have a partner who is actually showing up for them every day, consistent, dependable. There is, and I do think that for you at this point as well, you do want to be with a person who is financially supportive of you too. I mean, there is no reason why you shouldn't, right? It's not like about depending on another person, but I feel like you're in this space where you are realizing you are not worth, so to say, anyone who has dependable partners, people who are there for them. And you're realizing that you should have this too. So basically you're assessing this person not just based on whatever feelings they have, whatever dreams they have, but you're assessing them plain and simple on their actions. Once again, it's not about wanting to fight for something, but will they actually fight for you? Will they actually show up and show you, hey, I'm willing to do absolutely everything for you. I am willing to change my life in any way to make you happy and to be with you. Not just talk about this, right? Not just talk about this. I feel like this is Scorpio, whoever, and it doesn't have to be anyone old. It could be with new people, because again, we might have had negative experiences in the past, not to repeat them again with a new person, but to extract and learn the lessons, right? And to make sure that when we go into new connections, we are not repeating same mistakes. So I do feel like even if it's a new person, you are not really going back into the trap Here with the Six of Water, this could represent past situations. You're not going back into the trap of like people, promising things or people imagining things or whatever. You are looking at hard facts. And again, this is something that I said in your, I think, first half of 2024 reading, that this is the year where you have to look at hard facts when it comes to dating. This is the purpose of Saturn in your 5th house. Saturn in the 5th house is trying to make you a little bit less delusional in dating, and to actually approach, so that you have a greater chance of attracting exactly the kind of partner that you want and building actually the kind of relationship that you want. Not just sitting there and, like dreaming of one or wishing things were differently, but actually being the one who experiences what you deserve. It's like you deserve to have this, understanding that, listen, I deserve this. And another thing is, like, for some of you, I'm seeing here with the 10 of fire, let me clarify actually cards a little bit, but I'm seeing here with the 10 of fire that for some of you, yes, you did indeed have someone who might have been influenced by other people. 8 of Wands, when it comes to communication with you, when it comes to choices they previously made, you might actually talk about this with this person. You might have a conversation with them where they will share that maybe other people influence their decisions or whatever. But see, that's the thing as well. It's like, if you truly love someone, if you're truly supposed to be with someone, you're not going to let anyone influence anything that you do. You're going to choose the person that you want to be with. And even if it means, changing your life in a crazy way, like, people do, for the people they love, people do crazy things. People literally like change, like travel continents, change their religions, change their, like, everything about themselves to be with someone. And, like, I know a lot of people don't like Meghan Markle, right? I like to give her as an example, but listen, you might not like her, but let's just look at the facts. Like, she was absolutely not a typical person a prince of the royal family marries. She married him. He went against his family. He freaking left the royal family. Like, I feel like, and I get it. People can give me like, all kind of argument here that maybe he was fed up himself and this and this and that. Sure, but a lot of you might have dealt with a situation when someone you've been dating also might have been fed up with their culture or with their this or with their ex, yet they did not do, what Harry did. Harry actually had something to lose. This is like royal status, like being a royal, being a prince, and like, yet he did it for the woman he loved. Again, we could argue forever if she manipulated him or if whatever the reasons may be. Facts are facts, at the end of the day. And I think that for you, understanding things on a little bit more factual level will help, not just in the first week of January, not just in January itself, but in the first half of 2024, and who knows, maybe also throughout your life. We want to reward actions, not just empty words. Because I do feel like when it comes to words, yes, communication, messages, expression will come. But will actually something move towards where you want to be? It's not up to you, I feel like, to force it. It's not up to you to even hope it's going to happen. It's for you to assess. Like, even if, let's just say, a person you've been dealing with been influenced by other people, it's in a way for you, you should let anyone influence them as much as they want to influence them. You know why? Think of yourself, once again, going back to that you are the prize, you are the gift, you are the actual main gift this person will ever have. Nothing ever they experienced, in their life will compare. But if you think this way, think of the people maybe even who were trying to do anything, prevent you being together or whatever. Think of them as not actually working against you, but as actually working for you. Because in a way, these people might have tested, might have been necessary. Like, think of that even, I'm going to go very metaphorical. Think of like, you are like truly like the chosen one of God, so to say. And God protects you from people who are not worthy of you. And think of it like, okay, there might have been people interfering, but think of them as a test of worthiness of your person, whether they're worthy enough to smash any resistance, to fight for you. Because again, like I do feel like you are a prize to this person. So in a way, whether they listen to other people, whether they prioritize other things, is the test of how worthy they are of you or not. Because if they saw more value in something else, if they prioritize other things, if they listened towards people who interfered in your connection, it's just your prove that they are not worthy of you. And you don't have to worry about this. You don't have to cry about this. You just have to understand that this is the level which this person operates, and you can have a better alignment for yourself. Coming really into this alignment of things that, like things that are truly good enough for you. It's not a question whether you are good enough for someone or not. I feel, not to be like mean and selfish, but I'll be honest, I really do think it's quite the opposite. And it's a good mentality to have, I think, for you, because I feel like you were the one who sacrificed a lot in the past for other people. So whether it's new or old, again, I said I'm not going to be clarifying that. I do feel like for you, it's a good mentality to have to see like, what is this person actually willing to do? Because I do feel like here, a person is in love with you. They do love you. That's not a question. The question is, how much are they willing to actually give towards this? Because if this person just has feelings, but if they are passive, if they are not willing to, it's like purification by the fire, so to say, right? Path of judgment versus path of mercy. But it's like, to be with you, this person was tested, I feel like, or is being tested in some way. And I do feel like for you is to see, like, are they strong enough to go through this test, or are they someone who basically will not merit to experience the happiness that they can with you? So let's just see. 7 of Cups. Right now, also, you're opening up to the idea that, there are many options. And with the 10 of Wands, you're pacing yourself. I'm seeing you're not really jumping into anything too quickly in the first week of January. You're pacing yourself. You might be celebrating with friends. I'm seeing here with 3 of Cups. With the Chariot card, there might be some short-term trip. And with the 4 of Pentacles, with the 8 of Cups, I do feel like for you, there is a choice being made, what to hold on to and what to let go of. It's the choice that's being made in the first week of January. It doesn't have to be romantic related. It's like you are seeing, okay, these are the stuff I want to hold on to. Could be quite literally you're doing something in your house. This is the stuff I want to leave behind. Because you're still in the process of like awakening to your purpose. But with the Lover's card, there is someone who truly does want to be with you. And I feel like you might have given somebody a chance. You might have been like, I don't know what they did. They might have showed up at your door. They might have really did something that impressed you. And it might happen in the first week of January too. And again, you are very, like, you're on guard. I feel like you blocked people in December. But now there's something this person might actually do that might impress you. If they do something that impresses you, it's one thing. If they don't, I feel like, do be careful of what you entertain. But I feel like, again, you want to see where this actually is going to go. Because you are honoring your time right now, and you do have a lot of options. And you basically are not going to entertain something, something ridiculous. It's like you're taking a step back. Let me see. Let me pull a card from this deck actually before we take this to the extended. We have here, a gift. You might have received a gift. You might have received, like, I do see somebody might have like literally showed up at your door and been like, you are the only thing that matters to me. Like somebody also faced their fears to express something to you. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like, again, depending on the actions this person takes, because I'm almost feeling like you might have dealt with a dynamic where somebody expected to do tiny little bit bare minimum, and you were supposed to reward this or whatever. And I'm just getting this is past that point, and I feel like this person will really need to, whoever it is, whether it's old or new, it could just be like, you are dealing with a new person, but you're so fed up with like things that happened to you in the past that now you really are assessing people in a very different way. It doesn't matter that they just entered your life. You don't care. You're just like, putting up that boundary right away, not entertaining BS, not allowing anyone to waste any more of your time. So there is definitely development. Let me just take one more card, how things are going to be by the end of first week of January. We have here a Tower. You know me, guys. I love the Tower card. I am actually one of the crazy people who likes the Tower card. I like the Tower card because it signifies that things will shift. And again, especially if your life has been already in some kind of weird, how there's this meme, it cannot fall apart if you never had it together. There was a meme a couple of years back. But I do feel like, especially whenever you're in stagnation, Whenever you are in any kind of stagnant situation, really, this is where something can fall apart, so something better could be built. And I do see this something you've been waiting for, which brings you a wish fulfillment. So something shifts, something fundamentally shifts, I feel like, in the first week of January. And we're going to take a look in the extended what exactly shifts, what's likely going to happen. What is the energy another person is bringing to you in the first week of January? Link to the extent is going to be down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all as always. Wish you Happy New Year. We'll talk soon. Bye.